In a time when so many wild animals are fighting against extinction, when the great cats of the world, the tigers of Asia, the lions of Africa, the leopards of the forests, and even the mountain lions of the Americas, struggle under the weight of poaching, shrinking habitats, and human conflict, one cat has quietly written a different kind of story, a story of resilience and survival. That cat is the bobcat, a medium-sized feline that roams across the North American continent, from the cold boreal forests of Canada to the deserts of Mexico, from swampy lowlands to rugged mountains, from isolated wilderness to the very edges of suburban backyards. The bobcat is not the largest predator, nor is it the most famous, yet it is one of the most successful, and its conservation journey is unlike that of almost any other feline alive today. While countless wild cats face decline, the bobcat has held steady, its population stable and widespread, its future more secure than many of its cousins, and the reasons for this success lie not in luck but in adaptability, resilience, and the unique balance of nature and conservation that has shaped its existence. Bobcats have been called the ghosts of the forest, a fitting name for a predator that moves silently and almost invisibly through its world, seldom seen even when it lives close to people. Unlike larger predators that require vast, untouched landscapes, the bobcat has learned to survive in a patchwork of habitats, slipping into forests, swamps, deserts, farmlands, and even the wooded borders of cities. This ability to coexist with human expansion, without drawing too much attention to itself, has been key to its endurance. At dusk and dawn, when most humans are asleep or indoors, the bobcat emerges to hunt, its powerful legs propelling it in swift, explosive leaps as it ambushes rabbits, squirrels, rats, birds, and sometimes even young deer. Its diet is as diverse as the land it occupies, a critical advantage in times of scarcity, for while many other predators falter when their preferred prey disappears, the bobcat simply shifts its focus, adjusting its diet and hunting strategy with remarkable ease. This flexibility has allowed it to thrive in conditions that would doom more specialized hunters, like the Canada lynx, which depends heavily on snowshoe hares, or the cheetah, which relies on wide, open savannas and specific prey to survive. Yet the story of the bobcat is not just one of biology. It is also a story of history and human impact. For centuries, bobcats were hunted, trapped, and killed, their fur prized in the fashion markets of Europe and North America. During the 20th century, tens of thousands of pelts were sold each year, and in many places the bobcat was viewed as a nuisance, a competitor for game, or a threat to livestock. In such conditions, many wild cats might have vanished. But the bobcat's natural resilience, its ability to reproduce quickly, adapt to human-altered environments, and hunt a wide range of prey, allowed it to survive even during these times of heavy persecution. And eventually, as conservation awareness grew, laws and regulations began to change. Wildlife management programs were introduced, hunting seasons were restricted, and protections were strengthened in many states and provinces. Unlike the enormous, often expensive efforts required to protect species like the tiger or the snow leopard, the bobcat's recovery was simpler. Reduce the pressure of overhunting, allow habitats to remain intact where possible, and let the species' natural survival instincts do the rest. The result has been nothing short of remarkable. Today, bobcats are estimated to number in the millions across North America, one of the few wild cats in the world whose population is not only stable but in some regions even increasing. The International Union for Conservation of Nature lists the bobcat as a species of least concern, a rare classification among felines, most of which occupy increasingly perilous positions on the red list. But perhaps the most inspiring part of the bobcat's conservation story is the lesson it carries for the future of wildlife in a human-dominated world. The bobcat has shown us that adaptability can be as powerful as strength, that the ability to coexist quietly with human beings may offer a path to survival in the 21st century. It is not immune to threats. Roadkill claims thousands of bobcats each year, illegal hunting and trapping still occur, and climate change continues to alter the landscapes they depend on. But compared to the looming extinction faced by so many other wild cats, these threats, while serious, are not yet catastrophic. Ecologically, the bobcat plays a crucial role in maintaining balance. By preying on rabbits, rodents, and other small animals, it prevents these populations from exploding, protecting both crops and ecosystems from the damage that unchecked herbivores can cause. In this way, the bobcat serves as an invisible caretaker of the land, a predator that works silently but effectively to keep nature in balance. For humans, its presence is often unnoticed until captured by the glow of a trail camera or a fleeting glimpse across a snowy path. But whether we see it or not, the bobcat is there, shaping the environment around us in ways we rarely acknowledge. In cultural terms, the bobcat has long held a place of mystery and power. In Native American traditions, it has been seen as a symbol of patience, stealth, and hidden knowledge, qualities that perfectly mirror its life in the wild. To settlers and farmers, it was once considered a pest, but today, it has become a symbol of resilience, a reminder that not all stories of predators must end in tragedy. In a time when we are bombarded with grim reports of species vanishing forever, the bobcat stands as proof that conservation can succeed, that wildlife can survive even in the modern world, and that sometimes the smallest predators can carry the biggest lessons. Its story is not one of dramatic rescue or international campaigns. It is instead the quiet victory of a species that simply adapted and endured, supported by the right balance of laws, ecosystems, and natural resilience. As long as bobcats continue to roam the forests, deserts, and mountains of North America, their presence will remind us that nature has the power to endure, that coexistence is possible, and that hope for wild animals is not lost. The conservation story of the bobcat is, at its heart, a story of survival, of balance, and of the enduring spirit of the wild, and it stands as one of the rare bright chapters in the modern history of wildlife.